We hear it all the time, right? If you want great sleep, you need a great morning routine. Get up, work out, eat a healthy breakfast. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? Turns out the real secret to amazing sleep isn't about what you do when you wake up. It all comes down to that final hour before your head even hits the pillow.
I mean, have you ever had this happen? You get a full 8 hours, you do everything you're supposed to do, but you wake up feeling just exhausted. Like you barely slept a wink. It's so frustrating, right? It feels like your brain just ran a marathon while you were supposed to be resting.
And that's why we've got it backwards. The real battle for a good night's sleep isn't one in the morning. It's one in that last hour before bed. And believe it or not, there's one single hormone that's quietly pulling all the strings. If we can learn to manage it, well, that can change absolutely everything.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's meet the main character in our little sleep drama, cortisol. And I promise it's probably not what you think it is.
We've all heard cortisol called the stress hormone, right? But that's kind of misleading. A much better way to think about it is as your body's natural, alertness signal. Its main job is just to keep your brain switched on, ready for anything, and totally vigilant.
Okay, so check this out. Cortisol basically has two different jobs, a day job and a night job. During the day, it's your best friend. That alertness keeps you sharp and focused. But at night, oh man, that's where it becomes a problem. That same signal literally blocks your brain from sinking into that deep, restorative sleep we all desperately need.
So think about it like this. When your cortisol is high at night, it's like a blaring alarm inside your head, screaming, "Stay on guard, it's not safe to power down yet." And what's the result? That choppy, light, totally unsatisfying sleep that leaves you feeling wrecked in the morning. But here's the good news. We can totally fix this. So how do we turn down that alarm? Well, our first habit is all about controlling one of the most powerful signals in our environment, and that is light. See, your brain doesn't really care about your 9-to-5 schedule, but what it does understand perfectly is light. So about 60 to 90 minutes before bed, you need to start sending it the right message. Kill those super bright overhead lights. Switch over to some warmer, softer lamps. And yeah, turn down the brightness on your phone, your TV, all your screens. It's just a simple, gradual shift that makes a world of difference.
And just look at the effect this has. When you're blasted with bright light, that alertness signal, cortisol, stays high, and it crushes your body's production of melatonin. That's your sleep hormone. But the moment you switch to dim light, the whole script flips. Cortisol plummets, melatonin surges, and boom, you've created the perfect biological cocktail for sleep.
And this isn't just some nice-sounding idea, you guys. This is fundamental biology. Light is literally the master switch for your internal body clock. So when you control the light around you, you are talking directly to the part of your brain that makes the call. Is it time to be awake, or is it time to rest?
All right, so we've handled the outside world. Now it's time to deal with the inside world. I'm talking about our own racing minds.
So here's the thing about your brain. It's basically a prediction machine. It's always trying to get ahead of problems. And when you've got all these unfinished tasks and worries just swirling around in there, your brain keeps what they call open loops running. From a survival point of view, it thinks, hey, I might need to deal with this stuff any minute now. And that keeps you on high alert. So, the fix? It's this awesome technique called cognitive offloading, and it literally takes 2 minutes. Seriously. Just grab a notebook and dump everything that's rattling around in your head onto the page. Your to-do list, your anxieties, whatever it is. This simple little act takes the burden of remembering it all completely off your brain. And here's the magic of why it works so well. By getting it down on paper, you're basically telling your brain, hey, don't worry, all that important stuff, it's been captured, it's safe. And your brain can finally relax because it knows nothing important is going to be forgotten. It's just like closing all those open tabs on your computer's browser. Okay, so we've controlled the light, we've quieted the mind. Now for our third and final habit. This one uses your own body to send one last powerful signal of safety straight to your brain.
See, cortisol is directly tied to the state of your nervous system. If you're physically amped up, stuck in that fight or flight mode, cortisol is gonna stay high, no way around it. So to bring it down, we have to physically actively shift our bodies into that calm, rest and digest state.
And you know what? One of the fastest ways to do that is with your breath. It's so simple. All you do is breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, and then breathe out gently and completely for 6 seconds. Just doing that for a minute or two is enough to trigger a massive shift in your body. Now, the real magic here is in that longer exhale. Why is that so important? Well, because that long, slow exhale directly stimulates what's called the vagus nerve. And you could think of the vagus nerve as like the main superhighway for the part of your nervous system that tells your entire body to just chill out. Within minutes, your heart rate actually slows down and your cortisol levels start to drop. It's amazing.
So let's bring all this together. These 3 habits, controlling light, mind, and body, they all point to one big, powerful idea about how sleep really works.
See, here's the thing. You can't force yourself to sleep. It just doesn't work that way. It's not something you can achieve with more effort. Sleep is a biological process that you have to allow to happen. And the key is giving your brain all the right signals. Signals that say, it's safe, it's quiet, it's dark.
And this right here, this is the big takeaway. Your brain will only agree to power down for the night when your biology is totally convinced that being on high alert is no longer necessary. It's got nothing to do with willpower. It's all about creating an environment where your brain finally feels safe enough to let its guard down.
So tonight, when you're getting ready for bed, just remember this. Dimming the lights, doing that little brain dump, taking a few slow breaths, they're all just different ways of sending the exact same message to your brain. You're safe. So my question for you is, what safety signal are you going to send your brain tonight?